We're going to be road tripping from here in the beautiful Snowdonia National Park all the way up to a Vanlife festival in Shrewsbury. We've got 3 days to do it in, so we're going to be taking in all the natural beauties along the way. We started by taking a hike up into the mountains up over there. You can't really see them because the clouds have come in. See, we had one weather window where it wasn't absolutely chucking it down this morning, so I grabbed it and I went for a little hike. When we got back down, we dried off all the clothes, had a little coffee, and now it's time to go and do the laundry. Once we've demisted all the windscreen. Not the brightest part of van life, but it needs to be done. I found a Revolution laundrette sort of thing, one of those self-service ones down in Bangor, so I'm going to nip down there, do that, go to a shop, get some food to last me a few days. Then I'm thinking a trek down the A5. We're going to stop off maybe at the Llangollen Valley if there's a parking space. It's bank holiday week. I don't think there will be, but we're going to try our hardest. Then probably further, we're just going to follow a nice road and hit everything on the way. And that is how I do my laundry. These things have been a lifesaver. No longer do I have to carry around all the detergents and everything that I need. I can just find one of these. They're dotted all over the place. I'm currently in Bangor. It was only 20 minutes away from where I was parked up, and it's sorted. Problem is, this one is literally in a petrol station. So you're paying petrol prices if you go in to get a snack or anything. I really didn't get much food at all. But yeah, this is going to be perfect for the stuff that I've already got in. And just mix and match a few bits and bobs. And lo and behold, got a week's worth of food. And cheapo coffee. Alright, let's get back into the mountains. I've just pulled over because I've just had an idea. We're in Bangor. We're on our way out of Bangor. And I've just seen a sign for Anglesey. And I'm thinking, do you know what? We're actually not that far from Anglesey. So I checked out a few spots and a few things to do. And it's not a bad shout going over to Anglesey. I mean, I've always wanted to try that Penon Point. Bank holiday week, so it's probably going to be busy. But if I go to the Llangollen Valley now, chances are it's still going to be full, because it always is. I'm going to flip a coin to see what to do. What should we say? Should we go heads? We're going to go... we'll go Anglesey if it's heads, okay? Oh, looks like we're going to Anglesey instead. And get myself an ice cream by the sea. Or we can go for a little walk around. They've got a coastal path that goes the whole way around Anglesey. I can go and have a look at that. The weather's not looking too bad. This is what I love about van life for me anyway. I'm a flighty person. I'm here, there and everywhere. So it's just dead spontaneous. So we're just some A-road driving down the A55 over the Menai Britannia Bridge thingy-mabob, through some tiny little villages in Beaumaris, across some sea views looking over to the amazing Snowdonia Mountains. Just look at how absolutely beautiful that is. That looks like a cracking park up directly in front of me. There was a dude down the bottom of the hill there, and he come up to me, he goes, "You've got to pay to go park up there." Well, do you know what? That's not a problem. Can you overnight park there? He says, you can't overnight park there, but if you do decide to overnight park up there, then we're going to charge the daily charge to go in now, and we'll charge you a daily charge in the morning. £7.50 for a daily charge. So I was like, do you know what, that's not too bad. £7.50 on the way out again. Perfect. And do you know what, he was dead nice. So he was helping me pick the right spots to... Oh, I've just got a cracking view of where we're going. And it was dead nice. There's Puffin Island in front, apparently. It's a good thing I've got me binoculars, because I didn't even know that was a thing here. I just heard this. Oh, there's a lighthouse too. Oh, this is going to be a good little spot. He gave me a few pointers on where's the best place to stop. With the hard standings and stuff like that, so we'll go down and see what's what. Now I can't park exactly where I am now. That parking area, you can see it in the mirror as well, everything's all full. But if I park here, then I go for a quick stroll down and just see if there's any other parking further down. There's no parking for me, so I'm just going to have to sort of sit and wait until one of these cars decide to go, or one of those ones, and then I can jump in those spots. But I've got my binoculars, so I'm going to put it up to the lens and see if we can see anything. Hey, that's not too bad actually. There's Puffin Island for you. I assume it's called Puffin Island because there's puffins on there. I'm not 100% sure. There's a lighthouse over there too. See that lighthouse? Let's see if we can get that on camera too. Oh, there we go. Look at that. It's the little things in life, isn't it? It was about 10 minutes of waiting, then a family jumped in their car and shot off, so I was quick to shoot in that spot. Let's go for a little wander down to the beach. It's just a rocky beach, crystal clear water, but the wind was howling through here. What an absolutely beautiful view of the Snowdonia Mountains. You've got Puffin Island and the lighthouse just there. We decided to go for a little walk just along the beach and then up onto the actual grass verge area. You can walk around to some sort of fish market thing. You know what, as nice as this place actually is, and I've had a good walk around, and I've spent about an hour here chilling out, just watching everything, even been for a rainstorm. I'm bored now. I've done everything here. I I feel like there's something here that I've missed. I mean, why else would they charge £7.50 for a day to come down here? And it's only one price, just one price for the full day. But yet there's nothing to do here that I can see to last a full day. So I'm just going to sack it off, bite the bullet. I'm going to bugger off down to where I was originally going to go, the Llangollen Valley, solely because I can do that big walk around the actual lake and just chill out. It's somewhere familiar. I won't have phone signal there, which sucks, but hopefully by the time I actually get there, it's going to take me 48 minutes to get there, I'll be able to actually get a decent parking spot. Fingers crossed, there's one lay-by where you can park overnight, so hopefully I can get in there. At least now I know you can overnight park here. It's a dodgy overnight parking because you can't overnight park here, but you can get 2 day tickets to whatever. But hey, I've been here, I've done it, I'm not complaining. I mean, just look at this spot. It's way more beautiful, still nothing to do, but it's free. I've got to have missed something there because I can't see how they charge £7.50 for that. You know what, I thought I'd check out a few other things in Anglesey just to give Anglesey the chance to regain it itself. I've just checked Parry's Mountain. I've been there before, it's a beautiful location and I'd love to show you guys. They've put a height restriction on the car park so I can't get in. Then I checked out the old brickworks again, been there a few times. It's absolutely amazing. The lay-by that you're parking is closed. Can't do anything. So then I thought, you know what, how about we take this and twist it massively? How much is a ferry from Holyhead? Because I'm in Anglesey, I'll go from Holyhead straight over to Dublin. No, not paying that. 450 quid? No, I'm not paying that. I'm not paying that. No. Stena Line, sponsor me. Look at how moody it looks in the valley. That is absolutely beautiful. That just makes this spot that I'm going to hike to even more magical. Trust me when I say this, it's going to look absolutely beautiful. And I am so happy to be back in Snowdonia. I'm absolutely loving this. That looks so moody, so dramatic. Oh, I can't wait to get up in the valley now and see it pouring down the Devil's Kitchen. Ah, this is going to be beautiful. I don't know what that noise was. Is that something to do now? Oh, just look at how beautiful that is. That is magical. Did it? I did it. I did it. I got into the most perfect spot for me. I've stayed here loads of times, but it's a trick to get into this spot because it's always packed. Dedicated large vehicle parking on the left. The almighty Trefan Mountain just there. You got Llangollen just there, the lake. You got Betws-y-Coed up in the clouds just there. This is absolutely amazing. I'm more of a mountain person than a beach person, so I might be a bit of a grouch when it comes to beach staying and stuff like that. I give it its due. I give it a bit of time, try and convert myself, but it never works. I'm much more of a mountain thing. Oh, this is amazing. There's a couple of waterfalls in here. I bet they're pouring down. But just look at that for a view. That's where the van is. I love this. It's like a stone circle. They've all got mountain names on them. And if you look through the hole, you've got the mountain that it actually says. There's the mighty Trefan. Clear of fact, you won't see that one because that's right the way up the top in the clouds. Let's go over this way. Betws-y-Coed. That's the big nipple looking thing directly up there. Got a cracking waterfall coming up. Just look at how powerful that is. Listen to that. Wow. And there's more throughout the valley too. When you're down at the Llangollen cottage, just look for the lake that's called Crymyd Well. That's the lake we're going to go for a little walk around. It's absolutely magical up there, and I'll explain more about that throughout the video. But I couldn't get over just how heavy the rain always is in the valley. I told you it'd be dramatic. That is next level dramatic. Look at that. Now there's loads of hikes you can do from this point. You can go up into the mountains, up over Llangollen, maybe even down Trefan. You can do a full horseshoe going all the way over Llangollen and all the way around to Trefan. It's just beautiful. You can even, if your fitness level isn't that great, just have a nice walk around this lake. From the car park, back to the car park, going just around the lake, it's about 8,000 steps. I absolutely love this place. The Llangollen Valley, the Llangollen Cottage if you Google it, but just... how dramatic does that look? Oh, look at the waterfall just coming down there as well. That's normally just a trickle, so that shows how much water we've had. There's another hike that goes up there and takes you up to another big lake at the top. I forgot what that one's called. I know that's Crymyd Well. The big one's Llangollen. I forgot what that one's called. I've only ever been up there once, and that's when I did descend down there. Check this out. Just got in, took my boots off. there's me single bed that I've turned into basically a couch for now. But look at the view out my window right now. I mean, come on. Come on, people pay a fortune for that. That is mind-blowing. I've been sat watching a film and I've just noticed it's got quite dark rather quickly and the van started to shake a little bit. I was like, that's unusual from here. Then I looked at the waves on the lake outside. It's blowing a gale out there now. At least I'll get rocked to sleep, I guess. I've been sat editing and doing some emails and stuff for the last sort of, I don't know, couple of hours. And I noticed it started to get a little bit chilly inside the van. So rather than put my heating on, especially when there's a couple sat outside the van just there, I'm just going to get up, go for just a little walk, only like 10 minutes or so, just to try and warm me up a little bit. Wish me luck, because it does look a bit choppy out there. If you do come down here and want to do something away from the crowds in Llangollen, go down here to those trees just there, and you can see that waterfall that's running down all the way up that ridgeline just there. Take a walk up that. It's a boggy walk, but you do get some cracking views up there. That worked. 100 metre ascent up the very start of Trefan's north face. Look at the view. Oh, it's stunning. Oh, that wind is cold. So now I'm back in the van. Only a 10-minute walk, little climb, and I'm roasting now. It's cold out there. That wind is proper chilly. I've just woke up. Can you tell? I wanted to show you how moody it looks outside. So, Penny Road went and the lake. But if you look up, whoa, all the cloud up there. And then it's still windy, but wow. I'm a little bit more awake now. We've got the heating on, we're chilling out for a bit, solely because the weather's a bit grim now. It's chucking it down a little bit, but it's that really fine rain. So what we're going to do, we're going to hang out for 2 hours. 10 o'clock, it's supposed to clear up a little bit. Then we'll probably have a little walk into the valley. But today, I've got to move up the country, or across the country slightly. We're currently on the west side of Wales. We need to get to sort of the east side of Wales, ready for Vanlife Festival tomorrow. We'll have a walk around the valley, we'll go down to Betws-y-Coed, we'll head up to sort of Llangollen area, maybe have a look through a few villages. I could do with picking some stuff up for the festival, so that might be today, tomorrow morning. I'm not too sure. Should be a good week, that one. Either way, I found a little spot on the Horseshoe Pass in Llangollen. I'm going to be staying there tonight if it's clear and stuff like that. I don't know. We'll get there. I've never done the Horseshoe Pass, so we'll see what that looks like. The sun is starting to peek through down there. While I'm sitting down and doing some editing, I want to have a coffee. Let's show you. So we turn the inverter on. We come down to the control panel just here. We turn the hob on. Press function. It comes up P8. We put that down to P4. That's the power it takes to do its job. P8 is the highest power, 1500 watts. P4 only uses 800 watts. Then if we press function again, that's the temperature. But we're just going to leave it on high temperature, boiling the kettle. Literally only takes about, I don't know, 3 minutes to boil a kettle of water. Quite a cool thing happens in this exact spot that I'm in. It's used by the military, one of the Anglesey bases, and they do the low-level mountain sort of terrain dodging and stuff. And I've just seen one. It happens very rarely. Well, no, it's quite common to be fair. But anyway, a A6, I think it's called an A6 Texan. I don't know, a big jet thing just come flying down the valley, dead low down, shoots round the corners without missing the mountains, and oh, it was amazing. So now I'm currently sat here on a flight radar watching that exact military plane, just hoping it comes round again and I'll be able to get it on camera. Imagine flying a plane around with all this low-level cloud that's kicking around on top of all the mountains. I mean, he goes flying down there and just turns a corner just before, well, at the end of this mountain, before hitting that mountain. He must have been in the clouds. How could he even see that mountain? I'm going to get that on camera again to see what he actually does if he comes round again. Looks like he's currently within that mountain range, just the other side of that mountain. So it looks like he might go all the way down, spin around and do another low pass through this valley. I geek out on the simplest of things sometimes. There he is. There he is. I found him. So where I am right now is on this lake just here. And the actual flight path that he took comes straight around the side of that lake. So I'm keeping a very close eye on him. And he is coming back this way. I can hear him up in the hills. He's coming into land. He is that little one just there, but he's currently at less than 1,000 feet. So he might just be coming into land, he might not be. It looks like he'd done some fannying about round by Llangollen, but there's this one that's just taking off now. Let's see if we can click on that one. We'll come off and then go on to him. And look at that, that's a nice little jet. That is a little hawk.
That's well cool. So hopefully he comes round and does the same thing. But there was also another one, this little one out at sea. Look at the little routine he's done. That's again just a little propeller jet.
Well, I'm calling it. I'm done waiting around for the rain to ease off and the wind to die down. For the last couple of hours it's been bleak, it's been raining. I think the clouds are literally just hanging around in the mountains now. For the last hour or so, it's looked brighter just over there. So what I'm going to do is just head down to Betws-y-Coed. There's a few shops that I want to go in. I think there's an outdoor clothing shop down there because my waterproof coat is no longer waterproof. Badly no longer waterproof. It's just like seeps through, soaks all my clothes. I've been drying all them up and everything. But I'm going to get down to Betws-y-Coed and do a nice walk along the river. And there, I think last time I was there was a bridge that goes down into the actual river with a little waterfally sort of area. And I think that bridge is reopened. They had a big flood, a load of water came off the mountains down that river, and it just wiped that bridge out. And that was a fair few years ago, and it's been a while since I've done that walk. So I'm going to go down there, have a little mooch. I'm literally 1 mile out the valley. The rain's eased off and it looks so much brighter in front. There's an old steam train station in Betws-y-Coed. I'll take you down there and have a look at that too.
Turns out there was actually 4 different outdoor clothing brands in the whole of Betws-y-Coed. So I'm going for a look around them all. Between a few of them, there was the Betws-y-Coed steam train station thing. I think it's just a normal train station, but they do operate steam through here. You can see the trails over the other side. They have a steam train museum too. It's quite cool. Followed swiftly by another clothing shop to try and find some. Some of these weren't badly priced, but then all of a sudden some of them were stupid prices. Well, little did I know, they were actually quite reasonable prices compared to the next shop. Funnily enough, this was the last shop I went in and I was like, ha ha ha, no. Then it was a short case of cross over the bridge, spotting this amazing waterfall. No matter what the weather's like, that waterfall is always gushing. Across the wooden walkway, then I got this clip and then I realised I'd messed up. Can't believe I forgot my boots. And the next part of this hike is all going to be like mud and gravel. There's a sneaky little path just behind the actual path. It tells you to turn right. It's the first one that tells you to turn right. And it brings you up to a little gate just there. Not a lot of people know about this gate. Well, they probably do now, judging by how trodden this path is and by the amount of people that are actually down there. You want to come down here in the winter, because that river is up over that bridge just there. A short little walk across the edge of the river before you go over this little bridge and you start going in towards the forest. Watch for your foot placements because the rooted floor is a trip hazard. You go over the cobblestone path and you start to see a glimpse of another waterfall. This is getting close to the actual stairs going down to it. Once you're down those stairs, you can cross over the river, go up the stairs on the other side. That'll take you to the road, which you can go over to Swallow Falls. Enjoy a little bit of a time down here. Don't overcrowd it. Time to get back up and get back. It's so cool to see the bridge here. Just there. Last time I was here, it washed away with the water and they just closed it. Just basically stuck a barrier across it. I mean, it's not like you could have got down anyway because there was no steps there. They'd literally gone away with the water and down the river. I'm going to nip to Llangollen. It's on the way to the Vanlife festival, which is where I'm sort of heading to tomorrow. So I can stop further up there. Plus, I've got an overnight park up planned up that sort of area. So I'm just going to go there, have a little nosy round. It's one of those places that I've never actually stayed there. I've never actually physically been for a walk around the shops there or anything like that. But I've driven through it and around it 1,000,001 times. It always is busy, so there's got to be something there that everyone likes. Let's go and have a find out and see what it is. You watch this be another Penion Beach fiasco. I was sat thinking of what to get when I get to Llangollen. Find a shop that's got like some car cleaning equipment, because I want to get my van looking nice for this festival, because it's going to get a lot of eyes on it and there's some grubby sections on this. So that's what I was going to do tonight, park up and get some cleaning done. On the way in, I found myself a home and bargain and an Audi. That'll do, donkey. More than enough food now. Time for home bargains. I kind of think I've got everything now. If not, I've gone over the top with everything. We're only 5 minutes from Llangollen, so let's go in and have a look. I've only paid for an hour, so this is an hour tour of Llangollen. Two crafters parked together with a wood framework around that door. Out the car park, we turned left, went through the sort of high street, started checking out some of the cool old buildings over the bridge, and we can see the river. I'm aiming for the steam train track directly over this river. I love that sort of stuff. With the old corn mill directly over the road from the train station, it's a beautiful little thing to see. We got onto the train track, and look at this. It was closed today because of some event that was going on. It's definitely worth a little visit. Listen to that river you can hear in the background. That's quite cool. Back up and over the bridge, we decided we'd go for a little walk down some of the tiny little side street, see what hidden gems are down those. Lovely little entrance to the pathway that goes down the side of the river. This was definitely worth a visit because you could see some of the wildlife, and I love that sort of stuff. This tree liked to swallow signs by the looks of things. It's turned out to be quite a nice little destination. Not worth a full day in my eyes though.
And that was that. Quite a nice little town, to be fair. It's not a full day thing for me, unless you're going to go in the river and fanny about with a barbecue and have a bit of a get together down there. I can't see you spending more than a few hours. I've done it in 45 minutes and I'm happy. I'm going to get up onto the Horseshoe Pass now because that's where I'm hoping to sleep tonight. Plus, it's a road that I've been wanting to drive for years.
I've been looking forward to this drive all day, so you can imagine me constantly looking out the window at everything that I can see around, and it was just really beautiful, breathtaking road. And to top it off, it was nice and smooth the whole way round too.
Look at that for a view. That's amazing.
There's even some sheep down there. It's not a bad view at all, but it is just a lay-by.
And tomorrow I've got to go backwards, and I can't really three-point turn it here because it's a bit dangerous on a mountain pass. So what I'm going to do, there's another spot further up next to the cafe. I think I'm going to go up there just to see what that's like, because this spot's good. It's fairly quiet. It's a massive hill, so nothing's really going loud or quick up there, and it's flat. I'll go up there, have a look, but worst case scenario, it'll give me the opportunity to turn around and get back down to here.
I don't know what I think about this spot. I mean, yeah, we've got nice views. Yeah, the road's just there, but it's only there because I'm parked, you can see in the mirror, way far forward from the back of the pack. You see, that's the lay-by, and over by that white van, there's some mega potholes, and even the ramp to get back onto the road is huge.
I've been circling on this car park trying to find a flat spot, and this is the only flat spot.
I broke out the old gas stove just because I fancied having a couple of cheese toasties. And I think that dude fancies them as well. He came running over as soon as he started smelling them. I'm a very, very simple man. I am happy by a couple of little cheese toasties and a bit of brown sauce.
Truth be told, I'm saving all my good food for while we're at the Vanlife festival tomorrow.
After tea, I looked on OS Maps app and there was a big hill behind and it wasn't that much of a massive hike. So I thought, you know what? I've done 15,000 steps today. This will just top it off, burn some extra calories from my lunch. But then I saw the view and I started to see a few things over there that were actually quite familiar. That hill, I didn't realise we were that close to Mulfamu. That's amazing. I'm shattered. I'm on about 17,000 steps today. It looks like we might have a little bit of a viewpoint up here, because there's like a railing thing up there. Then again, we are on the grounds of like a quarry. This was when I noticed that I've actually parked in quite a gully where I'm sheltered by the wind. I got to the summit with some breathtaking views. It's now time to head down and start cleaning. First off, glass cleaner. Now, one thing I have noticed on this, I've got this little run coming down my window. Is that on the inside? That's on the inside, so does that mean my window's leaking a little bit? If you can't see it, why is it not working? Am I thick? Does that twist? Ah, there we go. Oh, that's better. Give it a bit of a spray, and then give it a bit of a wipe. If the run's not there, then it's not going to be visible. Then it means it's not leaking. I got some cheap dashboard wipes. Now that's for stuff like all the way down here. Just give it in and get a good grip underneath. That didn't take as long as I was expecting. Tell you what though, I found some real grubby bits. Like, see these little things? Well, have you ever lifted them up and tried to clean underneath? They were minging. But normally this van's sort of under a lot of attention. A lot of people recognise me and they want to come in the van. So I've got to make sure it's nice and clean. I may even try and go for a van wash tomorrow. See what time I get up in the morning first though. I'm now going to chill out with a cup of tea. If you come into Vanlife Festival in Shrewsbury tomorrow, hopefully I see you there. Granted, this probably won't be uploaded until after the festival. Or probably during the festival. Either way, peace out guys. I love you all. If you're new around here, please subscribe.